Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So, in the previous session we discussed Tawheed in attributes, and that all attributes of perfection, such as knowledge, power, life, generosity, justice, all these are Allah's, that they are not essentially ours. We do not bear them, we just manifest them. It's all His. But we, on a par with our grid of existence, our existential grid, we can manifest them. So this idea that Allah has given knowledge to us and it's no longer His, that's wrong. This idea that Allah has given one power and now His hands have gone back and are tied, and now it's us alone with the power and what we do with it, these are Judeo-Christian interpretations of Tawheed. Otherwise, we believe in the phrase of Lam Yalid, that Allah doesn't give birth. And here, giving birth, when a mother gives birth, the child becomes independent from the mother. And we here, with Allah though, we say Lam Yalid, nothing becomes independent from Allah. Okay, Allah doesn't give birth to anything. Allah, nothing becomes independent from Allah. And so this idea that Allah, even with attributes, this is where Tawheed and attributes can be compromised. This idea that Allah gives you knowledge and now it's yours, and independently. This goes against the idea of Lam Yalid, or the Judeo interpretation of Allah's hands being Maghlula, tied, and that now it's man's, He's created man, given him attributes, and now he has nothing to do with man. These things are deficiencies attributed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these wrong interpretations are on a par with shirk, with polytheism, where you think that you've become a partner with Allah in power, in knowledge, and so on and so forth. Whereas in the Quran, wherever it speaks of Allah's attributes, it's referring to this reality that these attributes are all His. Innal izzata lillah jami'a. Innal quwwata lillah jami'a. Izzah is Allah's alone. We can just manifest it, but we're manifesting Allah's izzah. Power is Allah's alone. We can manifest it, but what we're manifesting is Allah's power. You can never attribute power to yourself, because we are encompassed. And many other attributes we see in the Holy Quran. Now, a practical implication which arises is that whenever someone likes X given thing, they like X because of the attribute of perfection. It may be beauty, may be other attributes of perfection that they see in X, and therefore they like X. And here, as a result of this, and based on what we've said so far in relation to all attributes of perfection are His, period, in reality, whenever you like something, whenever you say I like X or I like Y, you can't like other than Allah, because all attributes are His. You may say I love X. It may be food, it may be a person, doesn't matter. It may be because of it, and it's because of their attributes of perfection, their beauty, or their adornment, and so on and so forth. But in reality, you're saying, I like Allah Because those attributes, they shouldn't be attributed to X or Y. In reality, you're saying, I like Allah, but you're not aware of it. You're oblivious. You can't like other than Allah. It's not possible. It's not philosophically possible. It's impossible. And that's why liking other than Allah is only inside your mind. And it's void, it's futile, and it's spiritually contaminating. When you say, I like X, since all attributes of X are Allah's, you're saying, I like Allah, but you're not aware of it. You don't have gnosis in relation to this fact. You may say, I love food, I love children, I love a big house, big car. And remember the mirror example that I gave, where the mirrors are reflecting the sun. I gave it 1 or 2 sessions before. If you love the mirrors because of the light that they're reflecting, okay, you're not aware of that thing which is in front of the mirror, which is the sun. And the mirror is just reflecting that. But you say, I like the mirrors. The mirrors have nothing of themselves. They're just reflecting. But you're oblivious to the sun. And you say, I like the mirror, for example. So here too, with creation, creations in and of themselves is nothing. They're manifesting a reality. You can only love that reality which creation is manifesting. Creation minus that reality is non-existence, it's nothing. And therefore that which you're attributing love to is void if it's without that reality. In the Quran it says, Antumul fuqara ila Allah. That is in relation to humans or people, but it applies to all creation. That in and of themselves they are nothing. They are just manifestations of Allah, of pure existence. In and of themselves, minus pure existence, it's nothing. And when seen in and of themselves, and you attribute love to them and say, I like them, you are contaminating yourself. Because in reality, when you say, I love food, I love house, I love a friend, I love this, in reality, you're loving Allah, but you're not aware of it. You're not aware of it. The test is to become aware, not academically, through the heart. And we'll speak more about that. So, all things in creation are just manifesting pure existence. They're manifesting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more they manifest, yes, the more we like them, because we know Allah more as a result. But without Allah, if you love them more, it's still a void, metaphorical, allegorical love. It's not real. It's up in your mind. And if we look at ourselves, this applies to all creation, but let's do it in relation to ourselves. And we see existentially, I exist through and through that pure existence, through Allah. And that Allah is close to me, closer than I can ever imagine. Because the very fabric of my existence, it's all Him manifesting. One can't even demonstrate this, enough. But when I look at myself and I see it's all Him manifesting. This is something which has to be acknowledged. And therefore, I say, Alhamdulillah, all praises are Allah's. I can say that, starting with myself at least. And whenever, in relation to myself or any other thing, When I praise it, I'm praising Allah. All praises are Allah's, meaning other than Allah cannot be praised. Any praise that you hear from any tongue, Muslim or non-Muslim, they're praising Allah. It's a providential order, because other than Allah, other than pure existence, what can be praised? When you exit the domain of existence, it's non-existence. It's impossible. There is no non-existence. So once you exit that domain of pure existence, what is there to praise? The answer, nothing. Because there is nothing. Wherever you say or praise something, though, it's something, it's existing. And it's traced back to pure existence, traced back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This idea of pure existence I've discussed in Teuhidit playlists on the YouTube channel and other channels. And so, only Allah can be praised. And when you thank your mother for her cuisine, you thank your friend for giving help educationally, in reality you're thanking Allah. But how much true awareness you have in relation to this, that's another matter. Now, another example which the scholars have given is the flower which is placed in a room filled with mirrors. So the room has mirrors all around it, and now you've put a flower in the middle. Wherever you turn in the room, and as I say, there are mirrors surrounding it, you see the flower. Whichever way you turn, there is the face of the flower. And you see the flower in different sizes because of the different sizes of the mirrors. And here you attribute beauty to the image that you see in the mirror. You're seeing these different flowers in the mirrors, and you're attributing beauty to them. But you're oblivious to the actual flower, which is positioned in the room. Whichever way you turn, you see images of the flower, some large, some small, and they are of different sizes. You attribute beauty to them, but you're oblivious to the actual flower. And this is something which applies also in relation to Allah and creation. Inshallah, we'll discuss this in the next session. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi tahirin.